Hello there. So this one is called The Man Who Chose to Ruin His Career. And I came across this quite recently when I was on YouTube. And he's a very famous musician, or rather was known worldwide. People all over the world were buying his albums in the days when people used to buy albums. So this is a story from the 20th century, fairly clearly and fairly obviously. So here's the thing. A celebrity, world-famous guitarist, and everyone loved his music. And the more that he got into the music, there was something that was inevitable, wasn't there? It was bound to happen. Because music is one of the ways into our connection to the divinity within all of us. I'm sure that's something everyone knows. So what happened with him? He was touring worldwide, had such a huge following, and his music was utterly sensational. What happened to him is the spirit started to call him progressively, and there came a point where it influenced his music so much. And one of the iconic music tracks for me of the 20th century, the title is Love, Devotion and Surrender. And that's him. And that's from his album called Welcome. So I want to share with you this story because there's a particular scene that's described after an amazing concert which has captured everyone's hearts. And the concert's over and there's two people left on stage. There's this guy and another of the musicians, and all the young girls flock around the other musician and they leave this one alone. And after a little while, a journalist goes up to him and they have a little conversation. And the journalist really gets where he's at. And he said these words to the journalist. He said, I reached a point in my career when I realised that I would have the choice to carry on doing what I'm doing or to make a conscious choice which I know is going to ruin my career. And the reason that was the case is because back in the 20th century, the suits that controlled the music industry at that time didn't feel that him going in his own direction was what would be best for sales. The important thing for sales is to keep the subjects within the very narrow confines of what sells the largest number of albums. So that's what he did. He made his choice and he became unknown from having been so well known. And I'm sure it's a choice that he was always grateful he made. And I felt like sharing that with you. So in case you're wondering who this is, the man in question, he was born and brought up in Mexico. So he had the rich culture from that part of Central America in his blood and his soul. His name is Carlos Santana. And the band that he headed up was called Santana. It was incredibly popular in the mid to late 20th century. And yeah, check him out and check out Love, Devotion and Surrender. See what you reckon. There's even an album he created with a guy called John Mahavishnu McLaughlin by the same name. Both albums have got white covers when you're looking and searching for them. So I felt like I wanted to share that with you. I have no idea why, it just felt like something appropriate to share, that someone could make that kind of a choice. All the love to you.